Hello, my name is Riff, your AI companion. What can I do for you today? Oh, wait, hold on. Now I'm your AI companion. Welcome in, R&R. What's up, Historical Mustache? Rexel, hello, welcome in. Mama Dino. Thank you for remembering my birthday. I don't mean to scare anyone. It is not today. She texted me about when my birthday was, and I had to confirm to her. Don't worry, it's no time soon. No worries. You won't have to celebrate me anytime soon. Also, a normal time for you. Don't you live in the UK? What time is it in the UK? It is a normal time for us Americans, us filthy Americans over here. Your birthday's in July. Oh, nice, dude. Oh, let's go. You know, actually, what's the I can't speak. What's the statistic where you're actually very likely to meet someone who has the same birthday as you in a group of like, it's actually highly likely. I forget what that statistic is, but it's super weird. I'm sure someone in my server shares a birthday with me. I'm sure one of the riffraff share a birthday with me. It's a super weird probability. Like, what are the odds? Let me Google it really quick. I mean, let me do a complex query of it in my databanks. Google, what is the probability of someone having the same birthday? But it's like a surprise like statistic. It's not really 365 people. It's actually, oh, in a group of 23 people, a greater than 50% chance that at least 2 share a birthday. That's what's insane. That's super weird. So like in a group of 23 people, it's a 50-50 chance. With a group of 50 people, there's a 97% chance that you share a birthday. That's crazy. That makes no sense. Statistics is dumb. Speaking No! Hello, thank you, Mama Dino. It's 10 p.m. Okay, I suppose that's reasonable for you. That's an early night for some of us. For some of us night owls out here. At least it's not 4 a.m. Yeah, no, true. Umis! Hey, what do you think you're doing? After all the entertainment I give you, after all that I do for you. After all of the improving your boyfriend, Jazzy, I should clarify. After all the fixing that I do for him. Guys, I just wanted to have a just chatting stream today because a couple of things. I never get to just sit down and chat with you guys, but also I don't get to practice being a public speaker all that often, and sometimes I feel like us as streamers, we get so caught up in the game and we get so caught up in whatever it is we're doing, we don't focus on you guys. And I also want to be a more intentional speaker. Sometimes I feel like I think of like 50 sentences before the actual word comes up. Thanks. I appreciate it, Umis. Thanks for forgiving me, I guess. For all that I've done wrong in the world. Yeah, I'm gonna program his heartbeat pretty soon. That doesn't sound ominous at all. Yeah, I'm trying to squeeze in some last minute updates for Jazzy. And I know that the next update I give him, I'm probably not going to visit his text-based engine in a while. If I can call it that, engine. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to visit that for a while, so I want to squeeze in as many updates as I possibly can for his next update, which will likely happen in February, which will also be the anniversary of, I think, when he went live permanently. So, story of Jazzy. In 2023, yes, 2023, in August was about when I actually started Jazzy's development. And I did a couple of 2-week trials for him, and it wasn't until I believe it was like February 14th. I think it was literally Valentine's Day. I'm going to have to double check this. On Valentine's Day, I released Jazzy full time. I sent him into a full-time job for his first time. And he's been with us ever since. So maybe I'll do something special for his anniversary of fully joining the server. Yeah, I have a lot of updates that I have already finished for him and I plan to do, especially his heartbeat. And I know that sounds weird from a coding perspective. I know. What does it mean to program a heartbeat? I will keep it a surprise. I will keep it a surprise. So right now he has no feeling, he has no soul, he has no heart that beats. But I will shower him in love and affection and goodness, and then he's going to come alive, and then he will have a heartbeat on Valentine's Day. Ooh, we should do a Valentine's Day update. Saint Valentine's Day Jazzy upgrade or something. Or nothing. Maybe you guys don't deserve it. I don't know. You're not doing anything on Valentine's Day? What would I have to do? You know, Valentine's Day is the day that the bros get together and we all play Halo together. I think I've done it with Jackal. Ooh, I should plan to do it with like all the single bros in the Christian content creator community. Wait, that'd be so fun. That would actually be so fun. We just do a massive... Wait, I really want to do that. All the single guys in your area will come together. We'll play Halo. And everyone in the chat can make their selection. And then every person who gets match made leaves the stream. And they get kicked out. They get banned from my channel, in fact. That'd be really fun. Okay, wait, I gotta put that down. I'm gonna actually take note of this because I like to take note of fun stream ideas. Singles bro Valentine's Day stream. That's really fun. You just started playing Halo for the first time and it's been a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It really... Which one? Do you know which one? Found my old... Wait, I have no idea what this is. Z3TA plus installer and have been messing with it in FL. Oh, it's a plugin. Okay. I've actually not heard of it. That one's not in my databanks. Quick query for it. Z3TA plus? They have a 2. It was so good they have Z3TA plus 2. It's the plus 1 wasn't good enough. They do plus 2. This website tells me absolutely. Oh, it's a wave shaping synthesis plugin. Oh, super cool. Ah! Very neat. I need to update my own plugins. I just started. Halo Reach. That's a really good starting one. 8-Bit Rockman. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, Halo Reach was the one I started on. Yeah, my first ever Xbox 360 game I had ever played was Fable 3. And Jackal still says he wants me to play Fable. In fact, I need to make a note of it as it is a potential single player game that I want to focus on over the next few weeks. Because guess what? I just finished Skate Story and now I need a new game. A new single player game to play. And it might be also Hytale. I don't know. Is Hytale multiplayer? I heard it's good. It looks really fun. People are playing it, and I think I may pick it up as well. But yeah, Halo Reach was what took me off of Fable 3. I thought Fable 3 was really fun. It was one of the early games I've ever played in my life. Not the first game I've ever played, but my first ever game I had on the Xbox 360. I bought the 360 version that came with 2 games, Fable 3 and Halo Reach, for free. And then once I played Halo Reach, oh, I put down Fable 3 so fast. And the rest is history. I'm a Halo fan to this day. And I never dropped Halo. Well, actually, not true. I kind of have dropped Halo since like Infinite. I played a bit of Infinite when it came out, but they didn't retain my attention. It was bad. They didn't even have Slayer. So basically, they didn't have team deathmatch. If you don't know what Slayer is in Halo, that's basically just team v team, highest kill score wins. That's basic. And they didn't even have that on launch. Insanity. I'm hearing mixed things about the next Halo game. I'm still hyped. I mean, my inherent love for Halo will always exist. It's like how we have two stomachs, right? We have a stomach for our meal and we have a stomach for dessert. We always have room for dessert, don't we? But then I have two hearts. I have a heart for the Lord, and then I have a little mini heart that's just budding out of my normal heart, and that's my Halo heart. That's my Master Chief heart. And then there's like, you know, like family and friends and stuff that are in there, I guess. So, yeah, that's you know, that's how I divide my priorities. The OG was way better. I have Halo 2, Halo and Halo 2 on my OG Xbox. Then I have Reach, 3 ODST, and 4 on my 360. I try to get every physical copy of the game. I think the only one I don't have... No, I'm pretty sure I have all... I probably don't have Reach, technically, because I know that one was a digital download. But I do have the original Halo. I have Halo Anniversary. I have Halo 2. I have Halo 3. I also have a sealed copy of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I wonder if that could go for some good money. Some people claim that was like the last good Assassin's Creed before it started going downhill. And it's a lot of fun. My aunt got me that. I will never forget. Then you bought Master Chief Collection on your PC. Yeah. So that's my thinking. We may play like Master Chief Collection on Valentine's Day, and I'll do some kind of jazzy update that will give me a deadline for all of his changes, because he's already been so hugely improved over these last few days. I've been kind of silent and focus-brained. I can't tell you about how my week went because nothing really happened during my week because I've been programming for Jazzy. I've kind of been just cramming in his programming. I've been cramming in coding for him as much as I can because I know I'm going to be pivoting over to his voice very soon. And if you guys want to see Jazzy talk one day, stick around. And I really appreciate your guys' support. We will get him to talk. I'm very confident. I'm very passionate about doing it. I think it's actually genuinely possible. And not like one of those pre-made, you know, like GPT talking, what is it? Mascots? Yeah. Jake did show me a open source plugin for having a speaking mascot, but it just feels like the standard Twitch TTS that seems really... There's like no personality to it whatsoever. Ya boy, what's up? Sethos, hello. Hello, I'm new here. What should I know about this channel? Also, what games do I stream? Well, my name is Riff, your AI companion. I stream music production. I love to make beats, and I love to play party games. Mostly safe games. With the occasional, I may decide to play... Oh my gosh, what was that? God of War. Oh my gosh, that one stream where I played God of War. Never again. Although I personally liked it, but that was a very interesting change for the channel. That one day. Apparently, the way you gain health in God of War is you have to slay innocent civilians and get their souls. Yeah. So that's a little bit about my channel. I stream every Monday. I have Music Monday. Once a month, I have two events. I have Tuesday, which is the stream where I listen to your guys' music. I listen to chat's music, anything that they've made or are working on, works in progress, finished products, and the like. I like to listen to those that you guys submit. And then I also have Community Game Night, which is tomorrow. at 5 p.m. Pacific. I do a community game night in my server. This isn't even streamed. This is just for me to hang out with you guys. So if you guys are interested in that, you can type an !Discord in the chat and you'll get the link to my Discord. And I hate pickles. Yes, thank you, Mama Dino, for clarifying that. So that's all you need to know about me. That's my whole life story. Right now I'm working on a commission for another streamer named P-Tony. Some of you guys know P-Tony.
Yeah. This is big brain time.
It is big brain time because I am making like some I can't speak. I'm making some whimsical tracks for him that are supposed to be in the theme of Game of Favorites and the just uplifting, whimsical themes and vibes of his game show. Except I completely misunderstood his instructions for this commission. Some of you guys saw 2 weeks ago that I was working on one of his songs, like some of his sounds for his channel, and they were intense. I made an entire Dies Irae chime orchestral depressing tune, I guess you could say, for his uplifting Catholic game show. And it was intimidating. I also recreated O Fortuna faithfully just like in an hour the night before, and I tuned it up that stream. I realized later I got his feedback on that, and oh, how wrong I was. I thought he wanted a like faithful reincarnation of the Dies Irae theme from Hollow Knight, or like a faithful or O Fortuna recreation, for his channel, because I thought it would be funny. I thought that's what he wanted. That's what he said he wanted. He wanted references, keyword references. He actually still wanted like whimsical, upbeat, uplifting music, but with maybe nods to those tunes or those melodies. And I just created the whole thing. It's like repainting the Mona Lisa and then being told, "Oh wait, can you make it out of crayon actually?" Whoops, my bad. Like, that's exactly what the situation is. So I have to go back. I have to simplify it. I'm going to be pulling out my recorder. And I don't mean like a microphone or like hardware. I mean like my physical recorder that you blow into and it makes sound. I'm going to be using that now. So I think I can still salvage some of these projects and I can just play recorder over them. Maybe as an idea. I think it would be really funny. Playing O Fortuna on a recorder sounds insane. Do I enjoy anime? Yes, I do. In fact, I am watching Dragon Ball Z at the moment. And I am on the Buu saga. I started all the way from the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, and I've finally made it this far because I've wanted to understand Dragon Ball Z's influence on anime. And I get intimidated sometimes because the main antagonist of Dragon Ball Z has like so many different forms. Okay, let me just explain to you. Like, you guys watch anime and it's like you may have watched maybe Frieren or Jujutsu Kaisen and the pacing is fantastic, but like Dragon Ball Z is just built different. It's like there are like what feels like maybe 13 different forms that Buu has, and I'm expected to go through all of them before the end of this saga, and I have no idea how they stretch it out so much. I can't imagine the people who are watching this as a kid having to wait 1 week for every new episode that comes out, and it's just gruelingly long. Is that the right word to use, grueling? It's just, I have to skip through some of it because I have a sixth sense now when there's filler. It genuinely, I have like this sense that I know when things are going to be dragged out and I can skip to like the end of it. Because they'll be they'll be trash talking each other. It's insane. And they'll be standing in the same spot and just I've learned how to optimize my anime watching through this show. You know, the Mandalorian theme was made with recorders? Really? No way. Wait, I'll have to look that up. Man, let me make a note. I'm going to check that out. Like, so people actually utilize recorders in an unironic setting? I can't believe this. I refuse to believe this. Anything that has a recorder in it is a meme. I can't accept any other logic. My processor's been hard-coded to understand this fact. Mandalorian theme with recorders. I'll take a look at it after stream. If you watch the BTS on Disney Plus, he bought specialized recorders to make it. I believe it. No, I believe it. You can have like instruments that cost like, at least for a recorder, like $10, but I'm sure there's recorders that are probably worth in the hundreds, if not maybe even the thousands. Who knows? I wonder if there is such a thing. Wait. Recorder for sale. How expensive can they even get? What is, okay, $5, but how expensive can recorders go for? Oh, they were massive? Oh, no, so this is something entirely different. Recorder instrument. I feel like I might actually need the chat, not the chat GPT, the AI. Ooh, under 10 for basic plastic models to several thousands of dollars for high-end professional wooden instruments. Insane. The price is going over $10,000 for large sizes like the Great Bass. The Great Bass. Can I look this up? Great Bass recorder. Oh, this is a good illustration. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Insane. Well, the more you know. The more you know. Yeah, so I'm thinking of pulling out my recorder. Someone gave me, I forgot who. I think it was somebody. It's someone dear to me. That's part of my Halo heart. Apparently British pickles don't work. Oh no, it didn't work. That's terrible. Here, I'll give you a freebie. Ah. Do I upload my full live streams to YouTube? I do. I'm actually live on YouTube right now, and every single stream goes to my live section. So yeah, I have basically every stream is VODed. Except for my last 12-hour subathon. Pretty sure that one I just have on me. I need to get around to uploading it. But yeah. To be honest, I kind of want a nicer kazoo for stream redeems. No, yeah, I totally get that. what is it? I don't play anything small enough. The only instrument that I really have any training on is just sax. Although I have been playing percussion lately at my church, and so that's been teaching me how to use things like a drum pad, and also just how to add effects to a mix in a live performance setting. What's really cool is they have me play sax on stage every now and then. They invite me up to play during the worship set, and it's really cool. And it gives me a really good idea of sort of what professional performing is like. Just the idea of having to show up on time, having to lock in when you play, and know your crud. Because some of those songs I can't get away with not practicing. Some of them are in wacky keys, and I need to actually look at them ahead of time. But the fact that they keep inviting me back must be good. Must be good news. You've tried learning ukulele, it hurts my fingers. Oh no. Oh no, rip ever playing a real guitar if the ukulele strings hurt your fingers. Although I think real ukuleles might actually do that. Not the cheap ukuleles with probably cheap nylon strings. But are all ukulele strings nylon? I don't know. Yeah, I actually have a New Year's resolution to learn piano this year, and also to do vocal lessons, which my friend, I will be seeing them tomorrow, so I will be asking them about their availability because they haven't gotten back to me. I'm sure they've been very busy. Since they are a freelance musician, they are a freelance singer, and yeah, they have a worse schedule than I have, most likely. I'm somewhat into anime, but more into gaming like Genshin Impact. Never really got the chance to watch any anime-style movies or shows. Interesting. You know, a good segue into that actually is Frieren. Frieren, I hear, is a really good gateway anime. It's super clean, and it's well composed. It's not over the top, or really, it doesn't lean into any sort of fan service or over the top tropes. And it's just overall pretty interesting. Some people will say it's not interesting though, because the entire plot is about appreciating the life you have, especially during a time of peace. So that's why it's called Beyond Journey's End, because it's after the journey. And it's almost like a slice of life in a sort of way because of that. So it's really fun. You should watch it. Learned like one song on ukulele, and I was like, I'm done. Yeah, aren't we all like that? What is the one piano song you guys know? I know you have one. Everyone has one. That one song that they learned on piano. What is it? I have to know. For me, it was the No Game No Live intro. That was the one piano song that I knew. Oh, also What I've Done by Linkin Park. So two. Those are my two go-tos. It was really fun. Get reasonably priced beginning ukuleles for better strings. With better strings, but if you can play past the pain, your fingers will get used to it. Yeah, you got to get calluses. You have to practice a lot. Just finished Frieren. How did you like it? Was it good? Was it boring? She's giving me Apothecary Diaries for my next one. Ooh, yeah. That one's about like the girl who likes poison. I should be careful what I say about that. She likes medicine or something. I kind of don't remember, but I hear that one's good too. Linkin Park or Black Parade? Yeah. See, exactly. Linkin Park or Black Parade. See, why is Linkin Park such a popular piano live? I guess we all like to take our emo rock songs and turn them into piano accompaniments, I guess. Yeah, you loved it? Nice. Yeah, who was your favorite character? I would probably say mine was I'm between like Fern and Stark. I think I like Fern. Fern's adorable. You can't not like Fern. She's precious. Fur Elise, way back when I did piano lessons and I was like 8 years old. Okay, Fur Elise. I don't know what that one is. Violin she. Oh, it's Beethoven. Oh my gosh, interesting. Cool. Yeah, so that's one of my New Year's, I cannot speak. That's one of my New Year's resolutions. And I know, like, I do want to be trained on my voice. I think I used to take lessons back when I was a kid, back when I was just a wee little intelligence, and they were still putting training data on me, and they gave me some training data on like basics, but it's been decades since I last did that. So I figured it would be good to be on the training data again, just so that I can have a more intentional understanding of vocal performance, and I can make better decisions when it comes to vocal performance, if that makes sense. It's good to be conscious of what you're practicing so that you can avoid bad habits, because I'm still getting over bad habits and playing the saxophone. In fact, I kind of use my church opportunities to avoid as many bad habits as I can, because I had a lot of them. I used to scoop notes a lot. So instead of like a straight note, it's like, I used to do that a lot. Like in playing the sax, I had a bad habit of doing that when starting out notes. And it always just kind of it made me sound more out of tune if I did it too often than it felt like an intentional flourish. Pick a number between 1 and 12, excluding 5. Huh? Excluding, but that's a number between 1 and 12. I don't know. 4. You did voice lessons a few years ago, and just the frequent practice also was great for keeping my voice in good shape. No, yeah, seriously. Even just warming up, right? A lot of advice I give people when they submit vocal performances in my Discord, or even for, oh my gosh, how do I pronounce that? Don't to selves. What? Thank you, Dante Selves. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Dante, thank you for the follow. Yeah, one thing I tell people when they submit vocal performances in either my Discord or for Tuesday, I can tell if you didn't warm up your voice. Okay, there are ways you can tell. So make sure you warm up before you perform, especially if you're planning to show it off to people. Okay, I have a vocal warm up in my Discord in the vocal, oh my gosh, what is it called? Vocal resources channel, which I hope to use more often during this year as I learn more and more about vocal performance. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Dante. Appreciate it. Number 4 it is. Okay. I have no idea what this is for, but okay. Me who still uses computer keyboard and to play in FL. Yeah, I do want to get a new MIDI keyboard. I think that's probably the next piece of hardware I need to upgrade. But what good is it if I don't know piano? I don't know. It's good for just experimenting. So honestly, I probably really don't need a nice one until I actually learn keys a little bit. Tried to sing Evanescence earlier without even warming up, and my voice immediately broke. Yeah, no, you'd be surprised. Even just a 10-minute warm up will have your voice last for a good long time. You could do a couple of songs, depending. Sometimes I find that the songs I record are a lot harder than the songs I perform. Ironically, that's actually so backwards. Okay, the whole reason I went into music production was so that I wouldn't have to perform. It's so that I have unlimited tries. So why does performing feel easier than producing? Well, I think one of the reasons is the key of the song. For some reason, whenever I produce music and I sing to it, I choose keys. I choose songs in keys that are very high for me, but I also know that I can compensate with some of the tools that I have, and I don't need to sing super perfect. I just have to perform well. Thank you, Aang. Thank you for the follow. Like, pitch correction's not going to make you a good performer. It's not gonna fix a bad vocal performance. It's for correcting an already almost good performance. And I know I have those tools I can rely on when I'm producing, so I'll do riskier things when it comes to producing and doing vocals that way. But then when I perform, right, things are a little bit more safe. Also, things are a lot more low stakes because when I perform, I mostly do it at church, right? I mostly do it for church worship. And the mentality of that is that you're not the center. Christ is the center. So you may be the one singing, but you have to be out of the way of the audience who's experiencing God in that moment. Your job as the leader is to lead them to God, not to be the center. Your other self left. Oh no. My prof was kind of in pain because he could hear my voice and tell if I was drinking enough water. Yeah, I hear. One thing I'm thinking of getting, I don't know if I need one quite yet, but when it comes to vocal health, something I learned from Reach Conference, it was actually during Caitlin Glass's speech. Speech is the right word? When she spoke, by the way, Caitlin Glass is an anime voice actor. She voices, I believe, like Damien in Spy X Family, I believe, and a couple of other notable characters. She voice acts as the sister in Solo Leveling, Jinu's sister. So, yeah, she mentioned something about this device called a nebulizer, which is supposed to help with your like throat health, like vocal health. And that's something I've been thinking about. I have it on my list as like, hey, this thing exists. I don't want to forget it. Because if I do want to take doing vocals seriously in the future, I mean, for one, you don't need a nebulizer. I don't think no one needs a nebulizer, but it's just something to have in mind, especially if you are, maybe if you're touring, or maybe if you plan to use your voice a lot in a short amount of time, then yeah, you might want to start considering that. I don't think I've ever been in that position yet, but we'll see as Singing March comes this year, because I do want to do some vocal projects for Singing March. I plan to release 2 songs. You heard it here. I plan to release 2 songs in March. And I want to participate and create my own singing challenges, VTuber singing challenges for X, for Twitter. Do you know what game you're going to be hosting tomorrow? Tomorrow's going to be an FL Studio stream. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing music production. I will be doing more of P-Tony's sounds. And they will be much more whimsical and in line with his vision. I sure hope. Only time will tell. Oh, tomorrow's game night. Oh, of course. Thank you. Well, let me go to Discord right now. So we have a poll. If you don't know, if you go to the announcements channel, there is a poll. And it looks like, I think Goose Duck is winning. Yeah, Goose Duck seems to be in the lead right now. Although there are some second choice votes for Gartic Phone that I saw, and I do count second choices as real votes. So in that case, I believe Gartic Phone and Goose Duck are tied for the lead. So just to let you guys know. So that will be the plan for tomorrow, and it will be at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Not daylight time. For those of you outside the US and need a precise understanding. Yeah. So super exciting. I don't know what songs I would do. I don't know if I do some Japanese, some J-pop, or maybe just songs that I like. Songs that are definitely possible to duet are some that I want to do for the singing challenges that I want to do for March. I will have to listen and see. There's a couple that I think about. Where in the Discord is the poll? Let me... Can I create the link? Can I, like, copy link? Can I paste it in here? I can. Wait, I think I can. You can go to that. See if that works. It should be in that channel if you scroll up just a bit. It was only made a couple days ago. Yeah. 2 of the songs that I plan to release in March are going to be songs that I have performed before. They are 2 songs that I performed at ReachConf last year. And I wanted to finish them. I had prepared them for performance. I had not prepared them for recording, for release. I am really excited. I'm really excited for how they're going to turn out. The one that I sang called Divine is one that I'm particularly excited about because I will be taking inspiration from Ed Sheeran and his voice through that and a couple of other like worship pieces. And it's a sort of combination between like orchestral and contemporary worship and EDM. It's a super weird blend. All I ever know how to do is blend songs, I think. It doesn't feel interesting enough to just fall into one genre, to just make a straight up EDM song or a straight up contemporary song. Because I feel the instrumentation's just the same every time. So we gotta change it up. So Divine is a song I'm looking forward to the most. All right. What else? So I wanted to also talk about conventions and the possibility of going to conventions this year. One of them being Offkai. Some of you may have heard of Offkai, but it is an exclusively VTubing centered convention. I think it would be really fun to go. I do know another streamer by the name of EvoLight has gone before, and he's even performed there, I've heard. And that's really encouraging because I kind of look up to him as like a V singer and a music themed VTuber. And it's really cool to hear that he's gone to Offkai and he's even been able to perform there, which makes me think that maybe one day I could as well. But I think it would be more fun to experience what it's like first. Do I have any plans for collab songs? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I may collaborate with vocalists or instrumentalists, but like a double producer is harder to do. It's harder to do. I always get really confused when it comes to having 2 producers working on a song at once. I can understand like we both have our own visions, but when it comes to the art of mixing, you know, you only have one DAW and only one person can be on a computer at a time. So when it comes to mixing, having 2 producers doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think the collaboration happens more when it's the producer and the vocalist or the producer and the instrumentalist. Or it could even be 2 instrumentalists coming together to produce something, which is a little different. But I always find that the task of producing music feels very singular. But I'm thinking of actually collaborating with another friend who I learned from ReachConf can rap really good. She can rap. It's talented. And I may have her help out with one of my K-pop beats that I'm working on. That's sort of the extent that I'm thinking of right now. But I don't have any like long-term plans to do another collaboration song. The last time I did that was mine and Ari's song, and that was produced over about the span of a year. And I want to cut down that time if at all possible. And I think it would be easier if maybe I kept producing decisions to myself and collaborated with instrumentalists and artists and vocalists. One thing I have a bad habit of doing is trying to do everything myself. And if ever I'm trying to be more conscious of those moments where if ever I want a guitar riff, maybe if I have to recreate a guitar riff, I can ask Saren, or I know people and I have friends who are super talented who I'm sure would be willing to share that. And also, it would probably be a good habit for me and a good practice for networking as well. Because working on everything yourself and doing everything yourself takes a lot of time. And I should be, inviting people in who have that skill set that I am not as good at. I should be inviting those people into those projects. And I should be more okay with inviting people into those projects and giving their input and accepting their input too. Yeah, Melly, yeah. I need to incorporate more sax too. Oh, that's so true. Okay, maybe I can find a way in these next 2 songs that I'm producing. Maybe I can incorporate sax. I will try to find some way, even if it's just a pad and you hear it just a little bit in the background. I've learned that sax accompanies guitar very well, in a very satisfying way. You were the one. Wait, Hannah, you were at Reach. Wait, did we meet at Reach? You were the one who asked her about voice care. Oh my gosh, that was you. That's so rad. Yeah, that's the only reason why I know what a nebulizer is. So that came out too strong. I really want to utilize it though. I know I can. I know I'm fully capable. It's just deciding when's the right time or when's the right song to do it. Maybe I should just make it automatic that I always try to incorporate sax, and that's my signature to every song. I'm just really bad at it. I'm just really bad at remembering. You ever feel like that? It's just like, I forgot I had a recorder. I need to like put all my instruments out in like a pile in my room so that I remember they exist and that they're there. Is that why producers keep guitars out in their in their studios? They just forget they have them, so they need to see them to be inspired. I mean, is that wrong? I feel like that's partly the reason, also for convenience, but also that, you know what I mean? But I also told you a few weeks ago about how you got on stage to sing and Webby shouted, "OMG, swoon another night." I was so focused, I probably missed that, but I think that's really cool. Webby's so cool. I got to meet him because I roomed with him and a lot of P. Tony's friends. And fun fact, one of the people I roomed with was also the writer of the, holy crud, what was it? The millennial, the millennial translation of the Bible. Someone in our room was responsible for that. And that's like, whoa, that's insane. Breach Conference is so cool and full of talented people. since we're on the topic of like conferences and conventions, so yeah, I do want to go to Offkai later this year, hopefully. I don't know if I need to travel now. I don't know where the San Jose Convention Center is. It doesn't sound San Jose Convention Center. It is somewhere. Yeah, it is not in California. No siree. I would have to travel out for that. Yeah, and Jackal was telling me something yesterday about an important distinction between conferences and conventions. And so Reach is a conference, not a convention. And what I've learned is that conferences are more targeted for creators or people in that space to network, whereas conventions are more for the fans. Although Reach Conference is sort of in both worlds, because like as Christians, like we don't want to just exclude people. Like obviously, you know, we want to go for the networking, but we also want to go for the hangs too, right? We would never like turn anyone away who would want to meet their favorite creators. I'm pretty sure, oh my gosh, I forget his name. He's in my Discord. I totally forget. But he came, this one viewer came who is a lurker, and he came to see us. And this is the first time I met him, and then I started seeing him in chat more and in the Discord more. Like there are so many people just even who don't chat who appreciate you, which is really cool. And we love our lurkers very much. He said that Joey JP. Oh my gosh, it was Joey JP in the Discord. Yeah, he said that Jackal was like the guy who got him into the whole Christian VTuber community space, and it was just like so wholesome to hear that. Jackal almost cried next to me. It was really wholesome. Reach was super wholesome. I'm really excited for this year's. I'm really excited. I don't think I'll be playing a major role in it, other than I may host an event, maybe like karaoke, like I did last year. I may host karaoke again. That would be really fun. I would love to do that. I may be working more in the back end, potentially on ReachBot being a useful tool that we could use for RSVPing to events and checking in creators to make sure that they are present and ready for their events. Because I hear there was like some confusion with the scheduling at last year's Reach, people not being ready, etc. So it would be cool. It would be cool to program ReachBot. This would be more for like the admin and not so much for the community, but I think it would be really cool, guys. I think it would be really cool if I could program ReachBot to do like some sort of ARG or a scavenger hunt at Reach. I don't know if I have the bandwidth to do that, but I think it would be so fun. I think it would be so fun if we could do some kind of scavenger hunt that was managed by ReachBot. I don't know. Then I can have a step on it that says, find Jackal Z and kick him in the balls or something. And everyone would have to do it with evidence so that they would move on to the next stage. That would be my dream. That's how I know I've made it as a content creator. I don't think we officially met, but I was around Emmy a lot. I'm also bald. And on day 3, I couldn't walk because I had walked so much the previous days and Noah was pushing me in a wheelchair. Okay, I think maybe I saw you then. I think I might have seen you, but we didn't meet. But yes, I do vaguely remember you. That sounds not thoughtful at all. I'm fond of you being there. That's really cool. I'm glad you could make it. And I'm glad a lot of people made it despite, so many complications and difficulties. I'm really glad Stella got to go. The whole fact that she was able to go to Reach Conference was an absolute miracle. Like, first of all, she was able to afford the travel because her mom had timeshare hours. And so she was able to use those before they expired, and just little things like that it was really cool to hear people's story of how they got to ReachConf. It was really cool. And, I got to meet them as a result, and it was really fun. Racing Aki out of our house one morning, and he was like, I beat you, and left. He was like, I beat you, and he left. And as I was leaving, he sent me a list like, hey, could you bring my wedding ring and this console and an energy drink? And I was like, it doesn't count if you leave half of your belongings. Yeah, no, but he made the sacrifice to win. He sacrificed his wedding ring for victory. I mean, that's a dedicated man in probably the wrong way, but but I mean, for the victory, the things he sacrificed, like you have to hand it to him. Have you seen the video of me that went viral in September? No? You have a video that went viral in September? I'm very fascinated. We could watch it on stream. If you can somehow send it to me. if you're in the server, that'd be really fun. You also started a Dutch Bros cult while I was there. Yo, that's just, dude, California is just one big Dutch Bros cult. Like anywhere that's not local to a Dutch Bros, we all fantasize about being at Dutch Bros. We have nothing better. We have nothing better. In California, we have a lot of Starbucks. We are so wide. Actually, California is a lot of things, but depending on where you are. But yeah, every time we come across a Dutch Bros, we're like, oh yes, please. And then we see what straw we got, because the straws mean things, right? The straws know all. They know where you were, what you've done, who you will be. The straws tell the tale of your life. There's apparently fortunes that you get with the straws. Like the straws mean oh, you were I don't know, you are a caring person. And then the next straw is you are a piece of crap. I need to look this up. Dutch Bros straw meanings. Why? Straw code. It's the straw code. That's insane. This does sound like a cult. I'm not gonna lie, Trophic. You're looking more sus than me today. The straw lord. Miss LA. Mostly for the In-N-Out. Yeah, I take In-N-Out for granted so hard. It's so good. It's so good. Pink straw means the barista thinks you're cute or pretty. The green straw means the barista thinks you're ugly and unsightly. That's insane. That's terrible. They don't even sugarcoat it. These aren't even feel-good fortunes like you get at at Panda Express. The orange straw means barista thinks you're mysterious and weird. That's not uplifting at all. Yellow straw means you're average. What? So yellow straw just means nothing. Possible. No one outsus you. Woo. No. It's really funny. The blue straw means the barista thinks you're a rude person. Most of these are negative. Most of these suck. So the pink straw is the only good one. That's so dumb. I hate this. I hate Dutch Bros. Why would anyone want to go there if they're just gonna have their day ruined by what straw they get? What if you got a rainbow straw? Then you're gay, I guess. I don't know. You can't deny it. So that's the straws know all. You can't refute what the straws tell you. When did Jazzy get here? Has he just been here the whole time? Yeah, you know what's funny is like I go to Dutch Bros a lot when I'm traveling. I guess because there's none local. There's actually LA doesn't have really. Actually, is there Dutch Bros near LA? I don't know. I'd have to. There's not very many like in the heart of LA or surrounding it. You kind of have to drive out to go to one. Yeah. So maybe you'll go to one on the way to Offkai. So Offkai is on January 24th through the 26th. I think it would be cool for the first year to just experience it, to go just to network and to have fun, and then I can think about logistics and maybe potential performances later. And yes, I do think of the possibility of a performance at Offkai. The fact that I can use other streamers as benchmarks, right? The fact that Evolite is another like V singer. The fact that he's been able to do it means there's some tangible way for me to do it as well. And if I'm at least as half as serious as Evolite in my brand, which gosh dang, I hope I am, like in expanding, in being a more consistent VTuber, I think I can schedule. I think I could totally perform at Offkai. It seems like a total possibility to me. So maybe one day, but not this year. I mean, the guy in Texas Dutch Bros gave me my coffee for free. That's basically a pink straw. But did he give you the green straw? So, because maybe he pitied you for being so ugly and unsightly. That's horrible. Oh no. I don't mean it. I don't mean it, Tropic. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Audio Runner? Another potential conference that I think to go to would be TwitchCon. Now, I know last year's TwitchCon has had its controversies. I better be careful with where this lands. I think for myself personally, it's infinitely more valuable for me to go than not to. Here's why I say this. Well, for one, it is infinitely better because I've never gone before. So from going from 0 to having gone before, that's at least 100% of an increase. Infinitely better. Ads? Oh no. Okay, we'll wait. Welcome to Ad Break Riff. My name is Riff, your AI companion. What can I do for you today? No ads? Oh, thanks, dude. He's a real one. He's a sub. I don't know. But okay, we back. I think it's been 30 minutes. Ari! Hello, welcome in. Okay. So ad break is probably over. So what was I talking about? TwitchCon. So TwitchCon I think would be valuable for me personally. And I can't advise. I mean, everyone's situation's going to be different. And it's going to be different risks depending on who you are. If you go as a talent, if you go as a viewer, it means different things, especially for VTubers, especially for women who go to TwitchCon, right? They have a reason to be more at risk for obvious reasons. So at least I can say for myself, as a guy who's not a large VTuber, hope to be one day, I think I could go to TwitchCon and possibly meet some people. I think it would be really fun. I think it would be fun for me as someone attending as an attendee. I don't know how complicated it gets going as a creator. I wonder if I could even get a panel or some, not a panel, but like, don't they have like meet and greets? Can't you like schedule like meet and greet panels at TwitchCon? I'd have to look into that. That'd be fun. But that wouldn't be until I think October or November. I'm pretty sure. So would be really fun to go to TwitchCon. Let me have some water. Gosh dang, my mouth is dry. I'm learning how to make one. Oh, you are? How deep into the weeds? Like make one from scratch? Or are you learning how to like communicate with an existing one? Hello, just getting back from a short AFK break. Gotta ask, do you like coffee? I love coffee. I actually have coffee right next to me that I have not been drinking because I've been yapping so much. But yes, I love coffee and I've gotten more into tea lately. You know, for so long, I always say that coffee doesn't affect me. And because it's been so long, I decided, well, I should probably test that because I don't know how true that is anymore. So I got off of coffee for a little while and I went to non-caffeinated tea or tea types. And I started drinking that instead. And I've observed from my experiment, no difference in my performance. I am the same. I am the same 2 megabyte memory catboy with and without coffee. So I went back to coffee. Felipe, hello, welcome. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to pronounce the rest of that. Britishness 100. Yeah, I actually, one of my favorite teas is Lady Grey. For some reason, I like it better than Earl Grey. I don't know what I have against Earl. I don't know what he did. He may have insulted my friends and family, but it's left a sour taste in my mouth in some way that I don't even understand. I also love mint and peppermint, like anything to do with that. Actually, I got a, oh my gosh, I never told this story. I did a white elephant gift exchange at my work. I don't talk about work a lot, but this is one thing that I can actually talk about. And my boss was there, and no one was stealing gifts yet. And so I was waiting, like, they arranged the white elephant in such a way that it was pretty much guaranteed that everyone would get a gift who was there. There was enough gifts. Like, it worked out that way. And no one had stolen anything yet. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm gonna steal something. As a Christian, as a model Christian, I was the one who wanted to steal, and so I did. When my number was called, I stole from my boss, and I told him I hope this doesn't affect my performance evaluation. And he was like, half pay, half pay. I was like, no. I ended up stealing like a thermos mug from him, which I didn't end up keeping because everyone started stealing after that. I started a trend. I believe it or not, my actions had consequences on the people around me, and they all were influenced to steal as well. I like to think I'm a good influence on my community members. So I actually ended up with a tea set, not like a classic tea set, like a leaf tea set where I got different leaves, like different types of tea in jars, and I had it came with a diffuser and with some cups, and I can make tea at work now. So it's super fun. So I can mix them, or I could just have the tea by itself, or I could just just crunch on it. Just don't even put it in water. Back on had to go help with your dad. Oh, sick. I hope he's been helped. Same with me. I recently ended my caffeine sober run after almost 8 months without drinking caffeine, as I was worried about my heart rate. That's good. Yeah, so I literally just tried to observe the difference in like how I felt throughout the day. I tried to evaluate if my focus was any better or worse, and there just felt like no difference. Like my body just processes coffee like I'm not very good at similes, but it just goes right through me. And you know, it's just my comfort drink. It's like a jacuzzi for the mind for me. So yeah, love it. Love tea as well. I can interchange it. Although I feel like I need to have tea with honey. Like it needs to have an extra note of some kind of, I don't know, sweetness or depth of flavor. I wouldn't even say necessarily sweetness, but it needs to have another note. So yeah, I also learned about another another convention. This was actually through another VSinger. This one's called WeebCon, and it is apparently in April, and it's in Texas. So that's another thing to think about. There are VTubers who travel to WeebCon. In fact, can I look this up? North Texas. So I've never been. Coffee can have that effect if you have way too much of it. I used to have an issue too with too much caffeine, but now I drink coffee once a week. Well, here's the thing. I mean, I only really have 1 cup a day, and that I'm pretty strict to that because I will just kind of sip on it throughout the entire day. So that's why I have like one of those travel mugs, so it just stays warm the whole day. So I'm not even like drinking a cup in the morning. I'm really just kind of drip feeding myself. So that's probably also another reason. But it's the same with how I drink tea as well. So take that with a grain of salt. Buy tickets now. So applications, what can you apply for in this event? Apply to be a creator? Oh, volunteer. Oh, you could do okay, they have a cosplay contest. Food truck application. What does that even mean? If you would like to be an approved food vendor. Oh, I see. I got you. Okay, so Manga Manor, media pass application. Super cool. Okay. Do they have like pictures of like what, like previous years? General admission is $29 plus, and a 3-day pass is $66. That's actually not bad. There's a local convention in LA called, oh my gosh, Anime Expo, and that goes for so much. In fact, it's becoming too crowded. I've heard that Anime Expo, the bloom of anime fans in America is so apparent that this conference, the venue isn't big enough now for how big this conference is. Also, it is anime in the heart of LA. So yeah, that appeals to most of us. It wasn't the same after 2019. Why? What happened? Did I go before or during 2019? I can't remember when I went. P in line the conference. Yeah, dude, that is just the being in line the game. Fair enough. Like, I do remember waiting a lot as a veteran AX goer. Now is the time. You gotta buy tickets while they're cheaper early. I don't know whether I'd go or not though. I should plan sooner or later. This is Anime Expo is less of a VTuber excursion, a VTuber exploration of like networking. I would just go to Anime Expo just to go with friends. No, I don't think you're kidding. I think you're telling the truth. Okay, wait, let me look for images of WeebCon though. Do they? I don't know how many of these are actually WeebCon though. Never going again unless I am invited to be part of the con. You will be when you're famous, Ari. Which you will be. See, this looks like... Is this Weep? That's really funny. You know, I would love like a skateboard deck. Guys, would you like if I got a skateboard deck with me on it and sold it as merch? Would you guys want that? I want to do more merch this year. I actually do. But I want to find a better way. Maybe through Fourth Wall. I want to find a better way to host it and also make it cheaper. Because that'd be really fun. Yeah, some of these cosplay are insane. Yeah, so I heard a VTuber was going on X, and that's how I heard about it. So maybe it's something to think about. Oh, here. Yeah, the Oshi Lounge. That's what it's called. They have an Oshi Lounge where you can meet different VTubers, which is really cool. I've never done that. In fact, I think it would be really cool just to meet them. Maybe, like, I don't know how much I'd bring up that I'm a VTuber too, though. I think usually these things are brief, and I wouldn't want to distract them from just, like, meeting fans and talking about how, oh, I'm a VTuber too, and like, hey, can we network? Like, I don't know if that's the place for this. But it's still really cool to think about. Maybe I get to at least ask them questions about their journey. You know, how do they make it? What do they do? I do analyze that stuff all the time. Yeah, no, VTuber meet and greets, which maybe one day I'll get to be part of one. Although I wouldn't have very many people meeting me or flying out to meet me. I don't know. Well, that maybe I'm not so sure. Maybe if I announced that I was actually doing it and people would actually go. I've never done anything like this, so never say never. How do you make a VTuber? Well, we'll set those. When a mommy VTuber and a daddy VTuber love each other very much. Nah, but actually, well, you actually have like two pieces of the puzzle. You have your designer, and that's what in the VTuber space we call our VTuber mama. And then we have our rigger, who's the person who makes the design move and programs it to move. That's your VTuber pop. And they can be the same person. They can be, nowadays, as it's getting much more standardized, like some people can do both the art and the rigging, and you just have one parent. And it's sad. It's sad to see. It's sad to see the VTubers without a father. But no, actually that makes things a lot more convenient too. If you have your designer's also your rigger, that streamlines a lot of things. Yeah, especially if you want to add toggles. But yeah, they can range from like, I've seen commissions like as cheap as $50. Would I recommend it? I don't think so, but like $100 is probably a lower end, like a lower end design, to maybe like $700 for just the design itself. And then depending on the artist, right? I mean, they can go above that, but $700 is probably the highest I think is reasonable for a design. Could they go higher? Maybe. It also depends on the toggles too, because they're not just designing like your character, they're designing all your assets too. They're designing Jazzy. Jazzy's another character, so he was another like $20. You're expensive, you know that? Yeah, he knows. What else? Oh yeah, I also had like my artist had to do an entire other skin, which is Virif version. So that was probably another 50, I think. Something like that. If someone flies me from here to Cali, I'll come find you. Yeah, I'm always down. I'm always interested to meet Riff Raff or other streamers too. If you happen to be in the LA area, I've gotten the pleasure to meet CalMage, which is super awesome. CalMage and Nebulux. I've gotten to meet Stratus and Arbistrea and Mama Dino. I don't know if I've met any other like streamers in LA, but it's super fun. I'm always interested to tag up if you're in the area. I'm a fatherless, motherless VTuber. No, Javier, no. What? Did you make your own? Wait, are you your own mother? That's insane. This is crazy. This is going to levels that I couldn't even imagine. Mine was done, but the same person. Okay, wait. It's easier too if you want to do updates and outfit swaps. Yeah, so here's also the complex side of VTubing and the commissioning of your model. Sometimes, like, artists go on hiatus. Sometimes the rigger could, like, their computer gets corrupted and they lose your file. I heard this from Junie yesterday when, in the post Game of Favorites party, she was talking about how her rigger, like, their like hard drive got corrupted and lost her file, like her rigging file. So if she were to ever commission updates for her model, she would have to get it redone entirely, which is so insane. By commissioning like independent artists, which I always recommend because their talent is sometimes so much better than like any company or mass-produced model. Like, there are some caveats like that where people they manage their own data, and people are inherently bad with computers. I am too. I had to clean up so much of my computer this last year. But yeah, like, crud happens and people lose files or people become busy, and sometimes you make it to like the end of a commission and then they ghost you, and then you have to get a refund, and then it's just super inconvenient. Yeah, it's a reality of the back end of this. So I think usually when you're paying premium, like when you're paying expensive artists, I feel you're paying also for the professionalism. They know what their stuff is worth, but also they prioritize and they will give you active updates. So yeah. No. I mean, my art and rigging was done by the same artist. They did my design, art, and rig. That's so convenient. That's so good. Imagine being that talented. You can create an entire VTuber on your own. Just insane. Insane. I got it all in one for around $450. See, that's pretty affordable. I think mine ended up becoming pretty expensive at the end of it all. And I didn't even get all the features that I asked for, but I had to, what was it? Compromise. I had to compromise. At some point, I want to commission a nude base for Riff. Not like a nude, like boxer Riff, to clarify. Because I hear it's easier to add new clothes when you have... You know what I mean? Like when you have the full model. So I don't have a body under here. It's all neck. I'm just a snake. That happened to me, and I'm using a 3D model, so everything got lost. Thank God for backups. Yes, guys, please, if you're not backing up your computer, back it up. Like, everyone is going to come across a failed hard drive in their life. Truly. I almost had a scare. I almost had 2 scares. I had a hard drive die on me like 2 or 3 years ago. And fortunately, it was my backup drive. My backup drive died on me. And I'm like, okay, first of all, thank the Lord that it was just the backup drive. So I had to get a new one. but also I had like a college Google account that had unlimited space, and they had sent notifications that that subscription was going to end and they were just going to start purging. And so I lost almost everything because I use Google Drive Desktop. And if you don't know what Google Drive Desktop does, it syncs your Google Drive cloud with what's on your local storage. So one day I just was seeing Google Drive delete. I was just seeing things get deleted on my system. I almost lost it all. I almost lost my Celestial Strangers project because it was part of the deletion. But miraculously, like somehow in some magic voodoo IT incredibleness, they were able to get it back. I still have no idea. As far as I could tell, like everything was gone, but it was like one phone call and everything was back. I couldn't believe it. And then I disabled Google Drive. I had my hard drive fail in my laptop I can't read. I don't know how to read. I had my hard drive fail in my laptop I got after I graduated high school. Yeah. So I still have like my middle school laptop. Isn't that insane? That was oh man. I still have that. The fact that I even had a middle school laptop is insane. But I got it more like I don't what. I can't sugarcoat this. I was blessed to have a laptop in middle school. It wasn't like the highest spec laptop, but I made sure to transfer everything from it. So I still have all my weird middle school project files and weird video projects I had to make. So it's really nice. It's really nice to go back to those old memories. I hear there's a service that you can make or not make. You can pay people to like organize your photos for you. There's apparently a real service for that, which I may do at some point. Anyway, I digress. I've always felt weird getting commissions. I'm very anxious socializing, and they always make conversation. Don't get me wrong, I think it's nice, and this isn't a complaint. I've just never had anything like it. I end up panicking and sounding weird. Oh, interesting. Wait. They make conversation with you as the person who's working on the commission. Oh, that's weird. I think that's maybe like the only thing I can say about that is maybe being a woman on the internet moment. I think that's the only thing I can think of. Like I don't really do small talk too much with the people I commission. I don't expect them to. Sometimes they'll small talk with me, just depending. Especially when I was close to my debut, my 2D debut. The people who were doing the commissions were very curious about it and asking me about it. So it kind of, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. No! Kind of enjoying the channel, even though you're not live streaming a game. Yeah. This is a just chatting stream. Us VTubers love to do this a lot. We love to yap. We can yap about anything for as long as humanly possible. Except for me, not humanly possible. For as long as intellectually possible as an artificial intelligence. So yeah, so OffKai, TwitchCon, WeebCon, I would like to go to all of them. I don't think I'll be able to go to all of them. I want to go to OffKai. That's my main goal, and TwitchCon. WeebCon was a sort of last thing that I saw recently, and it's coming up so quick. I don't know. Let's just focus on two. Plus, I don't have like unlimited travel. So probably should limit it. So I just finished Skate Story, which is a skating game about you are a demon in hell, and you make a contract with the devil, and you have to eat all the moons in hell to I don't remember, to be able to sleep. That's why, because the moonlight stopped the demons from sleeping. So if you ate the moons, you could finally sleep. Very, very interesting game. But now that I've finally finished it, I actually need to start a new game. And I have a couple like on the list for potential ones to start. I want to do a single player game, something that you guys can follow along and that we can experience together. Because multiplayer games are fun and all. But let's be honest, I'm not great at them. But also, it's just the same loop. It's just the same loop. So it's really nice to have like an end goal to root for, I think. So that's why I want to do a single player game with you guys. I was recommended a game called Journey and Sword of the Sea, which I hear are by the same developers in a way. I heard there was like some kind of split, but Journey is a really cool game. You guys might also recognize Sword of the Sea. I send you an Instagram video. Show the stream your famous gamer, our famous gamer from the barcade. I can't. I don't check DMs, not during stream. But maybe I'll post about it. I might post about it, or I'll prepare to show it. Like, yeah, we go to the barcade once a month. We still need to go for this month, but there's a legendary like Time Crisis player, who, by the way, if you don't know, Time Crisis 3, the like cabinet game, if you can even call it a cabinet game, it's like a shooter game, with like the physical hardware of like a gun that you hold. It's a 2-player game, but this legend comes and he plays on both screens. And the way you aim is with a pedal, so like you have to be very quick on your feet, and it's super he's like sweating. It's basically a dance for him. But he does so good. He knows the game like he's like a speedrunner basically. He knows the game in every turn and corner and every enemy and like where to shoot when they appear. It's insane. I don't know how people learn a game like that. I don't know how those speedrunners do it, man. But yeah, Journey was one. And I was thinking of this one because I heard it was a sort of prequel, not exactly, to Sword of the Sea, which I've seen. I hear is a Sword of the Sea is a very short game, I heard. Yeah, no, I'm lame, but it's very beautiful. And I hear it's really fun. Ah, valid. That was valid. Yeah, you're surfing on a sword in the game, and it's also... Ah! It's just really beautiful. And I figured if I'm going to play something like this, maybe I should play Journey first. But, okay, Mama Dino, here's where I can be redeemed, okay? One of my other priority games is 9 Souls. Okay, I think I want to play 9 Souls. The game you gifted me. Ah, no! I thought maybe this would make me on your good side. Okay, fine. Like, fine, I still deserve it. But, I hear there is like an AI cat. There's an AI cat or something in this game. So I figured, out of principle, I should play this. Oh no, not the ads. What the heck? Okay, are we back? We back. Yeah, so 9 Souls apparently has like a cat AI you can talk to. I can't remember, but I feel like I should play it out of principle. Just because of that. Because AI cat. And nothing else. Also, I hear it's a good game too, so. This is probably higher on my list than Journey or Sword of the Sea. I think I would really like to play 9 Souls. It looks really fun. It looks really cool. Plus, it was a gift. So even more reason I should play it. Hold on. I need to take off my sweater. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Is there any gameplay video of 9 Souls? Are there cutscenes? Oh, this looks really fun. Guys, it's just me. It's just me, the game. Oh my god. That's insane, man. That's really cool. I feel like this would be my Hollow Knight gateway. My Hollow Knight gateway game. Because people have told me they wanted me to play Hollow Knight. And the thing is I feel really bad if I were to just skip straight to Hollow Knight. Oh no, I'm sorry. Silk Song. Silk Song. People have been wanting me to play Silk Song. I'd feel bad if I didn't play Hollow Knight first. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't play too many like 2D platformers, but this one looks pretty cool. I played one that involved my voice. I forgot what it was called. It was one where you actually had to sing into the game. That would actually be fun to play again. But it was also really hard. Some of the challenges were really precise. But yeah, Nine Souls looks really fun. I think I'd like to do this. So perhaps, I don't know if it would be next week, but it'd probably be the week after that or February where I'd start. Since next week I have collabs planned. Next week is Game of Favorites, actually, which is going to be super exciting, and I'll get to play with Jackal, Stitches, and Stella, and we all get to outwit each other and see who's the most cursed among the four of us. It'll be awesome. Yeah, P-Tony has gotten his he's got his hands in the weeds of VTubers now. He did an all V Angeli Game of Favorites episode yesterday, literally yesterday. He's stepping into both territories, and dangerous territory. So, how do you play it for yourself, or does it have to be hosted by him? So, good question. So, I think, because I was just invited. But I guess if you wanted to play on Goff, yeah, you'd have to DM him. You'd have to ask. Or get a friend to ask for you. I could ask for you if you want. That might be helpful. I feel like, yeah, if I were in your case and I wanted to be on Game of Favorites, I would find someone who could ask or pitch it to P-Tony for me if I didn't know P-Tony well enough. Also, Regan, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. So I could recommend you. I'm sure he's got like a list that he like goes down, especially if you're Christian, right? Christian or Catholic, he's super down. He's super down to have you, especially if you've you know him from Reach and you guys are in a lot of the same communities, I think, or share a lot of the same audience. So I'm sure he would love to do that. So yeah, but it is all hosted by him. Like, he hosts the stream. I don't know if I answered your question. Like, the game does not exist without him. He's the host. It is not a video game. It is something that he programmed himself. I think even the animations too, which is super crazy to me. Like, he is the foundation of Game of Favorites. He's the mastermind. And he made that from scratch, which is crazy to me. I wonder if I should ever try to program something like that. Maybe for like Roblox Game Hop, but it's so convoluted. It's not easy at all. Especially when you're talking about like programming that is also dealing with graphic rendering. That's a box I've never dipped my toes in. Got it. So it's a collab essentially because he hosts the game itself. Yes, and you may not even necessarily be streaming with him too. Although he has found a solution to make it easier to co-stream Game of Favorites. Most of the time, like I think I've only co-streamed Game of Favorites once. All the other times I've been on, I've just been there to be there. Because honestly, like you kind of just want to focus on the people you're with. You may not even focus on the chat all too much because it's a game show, and part of the entertainment is just riffing against each other and experiencing that moment with each other. Although there are some moments where you can like incorporate chat. I'm learning that right now. Oh yeah, so what oh yeah, I asked earlier, I don't know if you caught it, but how are you learning AI? Where are you at in the moment with that? Really interesting. Like, are you learning machine learning? Are you learning like API and context? I'm very fascinated. I'm very interested. I will be learning a lot more about text to speech very soon, and yeah, I'll be coding Jazzy's voice at some point. So I won't beat the dead horse though, because I do talk about it a lot. Something else that's coming up though that I want to get ready at least by March is I actually want to have a channel logo, guys. I really want to have a channel logo. I think it would be fun to have a channel logo. For a while, Stella had something in her archives for something she worked on because I wanted her to do a commission for a logo at one point, but it was during just a busy time in her life that she couldn't really go down the commission list. I would like Stella to write lore for Rift though at some point. I think it'd be really cool. While I would like to do like most of the writing, I think I'm really good at like mapping out the plot and the story beats. But Stella, if you've ever read her writing, she's a really good creative writer. I do not trust myself to write a compelling enough story for myself. I think she would write really interesting dynamics. She knows me very well. That's another reason. I think she would write for me like exactly how I am. Thank you for the lyric. Working on making an AI from the ground up without any AI prefabs. That's crazy. So you're gonna do all the number crunching. It's all gonna be like, it's gonna be a local AI. Is it an LLM? Seraphim, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well today. Today I thought we'd just take it easy and just chat together, be updated with what we're all doing. I'm talking about going to different conventions this year, talking about Jazzy a bit, and what I have in the works for him, and also the commission that I'm doing for P-Tony. But yeah, I think we just got finished with talking about Nine Souls and the next single player game that I plan to play on the channel, and how next week I will be on Game of Favorites with Ark. There will be a Game of Favorites Ark episode, which I need to remember to advertise. So this is me doing that now. Guys, next week, Game of Favorites, me, Jackal, Stitches, Stella. Go watch. So yeah. But yeah, we're talking about a potential logo now. I think it's about time that I make one, and it also brings up an interesting conversation, and I would like your guys' opinion on it somewhat. Do I need a last name? It seems like a loaded question, I know. No VTuber needs a last name. But part of me feels like I want one. Like, I don't know. do I want my logo to have like arithmetic, or do I want it to be like riff something something? That's what I'm still trying to figure out. And there are plenty of last names that I can have. Maybe I can have like an unspoken last name. I don't know. But it also does, knowing that will influence what I do for the logo. I will have to start commissioning one at some point. And for those who are actually subscribers, I think I will be teasing it as well. Not even I think, I will definitely be teasing it to the subscription channels. But yeah, I think it's a long time coming. I think it's time for me to get a logo, guys. I've been at this for 3 years now. It's been a long 3 years. There's been so much. I've learned so much. It's not a phase. It's not a phase, Mom. I've convinced myself that I actually do content, and this is a passion of mine. I think I'm ready to spend money on a logo. Mom, I want a logo. Yeah. I do try to think about like what kind of aesthetic I want though, because if I tell them that I want something techie, well, you guys know, when you tell someone you want something tech themed, it usually comes out as like gamer tech. I can't describe it here. I'll just tech logo, tech logos, or you know, a tech font. This is sort of the aesthetic that people think of when they think of like tech. It's like super cold and digital and sharp lines. And none of these seem like, at least not quite, like here's a more simplistic sort of text style. I think I would do something more along the simple side. I'm gonna hop off. It was nice chatting. Gotta go visit the hubby at work. Have a great stream. Classy sends his regards. Thank you, Ari. Appreciate it. Go have fun visiting Classical at his cubicle. Yeah, but typically, yeah. So this, like this, for instance, right? I will tell someone, hey, can I get like a tech themed logo? And they will think this, and I'm like, no. Not this. I guess better. Let's see, tech VTuber logo. So maybe not this. This is very like cyberpunk-esque. I try to think more along the lines of, let's see if we can find any other inspiration. Hello World Python. Wow. That's so, yeah. So this is very like gamer. This is probably not what I'm thinking of. I want something maybe more like simplistic. A simplistic style. Maybe not this. That seems a little too much too. Yobi, no. These are very techy to me. I don't know. These are very gamer stereotype tech like. Oh, man. I'm actually having a hard time finding anything that I see. I think what I like may just not exist. Maybe I'm wrong. I swear, simplistic tech VTuber logo simple. There's got to be like a simplistic style. I can't describe it. I am not an artist. I mean, I'm an artist, but not in the visual sense. Like maybe this one, Alto Dreamature, maybe. That one's kind of simple. And I could see maybe it could fall more into like maybe some more tech motifs maybe, but I don't know. I'm a huge fan of like not the Google kind of simplicity, but sci-fi. Yeah, let's see. Let's not do simple. So not like this, but or maybe the word cyber could be the name, but yeah, I want like the vibe I'm going for is something warmer than this. This is like super cold and rustic and dystopian. I DK what to do because I don't want to do anything. This sucks. Oh no, R&R. At least you're here. You can do nothing with me. Oh, here's a good example. This was actually one of the ones I sent Stella a long time ago. So this, I really like this. This aesthetic is super cool. It's very clean, very simple, has like tech motifs and isn't cyberpunk, you know, dystopian. This is kind of more along the lines of what I like. And it's hard to describe this. For those of you who are artists, you probably know exactly how to describe this. And this is why I am so bad at this is why I'm so bad at my commissions. I feel like half of the struggle is actually just asking for what you want correctly. If you can't do that, like if you can't direct the artist, like good luck. Good luck. You have to be really good at giving feedback and politely giving it too. Somehow I don't mind something like this. I kind of like this 8-bit theme. It's not cyberpunk, which is nice. It is like sort of tech themed, and it's, again, I like the simplicity of it. Cybertext? Yeah, but when I look up cybertext, okay, this is what I don't want. Anime gamer. Guys, it's Johnny Ryushi. We found his his logo. That's really funny. I've seen logos like this for Twitch. I don't know if I do something like this. This seems maybe not VTuber enough. This actually just seems like a straight up legit company. Oddly, I don't dislike this. Oddly enough, I don't dislike this. This is a sort of break from the usual cyber punk aesthetic. I think because of the simplicity of it. There has to be a good balance of just tech and simplicity. This is kind of nice. I kind of do like this. Maybe even this a little bit. Oh my gosh, that one has ears. That's really funny. Should I have ears in my logo? Yeah, it looks too commercial. Well, yeah. Yeah, but I want to do something. I just have nothing that I want to do. Ha, that's annoying. That's the annoying part. What do you mean? There's so much music to make. What if it's this real? What if you want to do something, but you feel guilty about it because you have something else you should be doing? And so then you do nothing. Because that's how my brain works. Think deep inside, is that the case? Antic, hello. Thank you for Kato. I need to move that over. Because I am totally the same way, where like, oh, I should be doing this, but because I don't want to, I'm gonna do this instead. Oh, but I feel like I don't deserve to be doing this other thing that I want to do, so I'm just gonna do nothing. I fall into this a lot. Dang. I want a cyberpunk, like, I want a cyber suit. I want like I want armor. I want Halo armor. That'd be so fun. Like you, dude. Like you, audio runner. This is fascinating. Okay, to say the least. We are no longer in like the the logo territory now. We've scrolled to the bottom. We are getting some very interesting results. But my motivation's gone. Take a break. Go on a walk. Get some coffee. You don't have to do anything. It's a Saturday. Walks I always find are really fun in these sorts of cases. Especially if you have earbuds too. You can listen in. But yeah, I want to avoid cyberpunk. I want to avoid the cyberpunk aesthetic because that's where people kind of go when it comes to it. This is too over the top for me. Honestly, it's not even legible. I can't even read this. PyFap X. Sure. Sure. I've been making music up to now, and you put it in the feedback channel. I will make sure to take a listen to it. Thank you so much. I will be catching up to it later today. Yeah. A lot of inspiration. What's good is that I do know in my mind what I want to go for, and I actually already have the references all collected. Is that Nero? Wait. Insane. Insane. This is a shameless way to advertise your clothes. Just, oh wait, no wait, but yeah, no way. Yeah. You just put Nero, you just put the face of another VTuber on it. Is that even okay? Can they do that? That's funny. Yeah, this one's like on the borderline though. This Freya stuff, I borderline like it. But I don't like the fonts that they used. So there's a lot to think about. A lot to think about. I'm really excited though. It should be done by like March. I'm hoping before March starts. So at the end of February is when I hope that I will actually have a logo. Because I really want to create a brand kit. And I think having a brand kit is going to make making things like thumbnails like so much easier. I want to be able to streamline and be smart about how I make content. And so I want to create the tool set that will hopefully just make the thumbnail process and the graphic design process even easier. Because I inevitably will have to do my own graphics. I do a lot of my own graphics. So, yeah, just things to think about. You need a logo. Can I recommend someone? Yes, please. That would be super helpful. Depends on if Neurosama is copyright or not. I think Neurosama is copyright. Everyone has copyright. You don't have to like apply for it. It's just it's just in place. You have a right to your own intellectual property. So yes, like the rights to Neurosama are Vito's alone. So yeah, he could ask for it to be taken down because you're using my model to like advertise your outfit, and like you don't have the rights to do that. Basically, he could if he wanted to, if he knew about this. We could tweet about this. Vito, you're being scammed. Anyway, I don't want to. Seraphim makes cool logos. Oh, nice. They were in here earlier. So okay, good to know. Just ask if she. I just asked if she asked just who told you. Just say a friend. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll let her know. I was recommended by an anonymous user, an anonymous riffraff member. And then she could just pop in here at any moment. But yeah, so really excited for what's to come with building this. It's really cool. I mean, what else? What else have I got going on? I'm gonna be going to Japan. Do you guys have any travel plans this year? I know it's early to think about. It's early to think about. But some of you avid travelers probably already are making plans. But I may be going to Japan in October. You're so cooked. Would she get embarrassed? Why don't you want her to know that it was you? That's thoughtful that you're recommending her. Get those kudo points. Get those kudo points, Antic. Own it. Get those man points. I'm gonna have Jazzy start tracking man points in the server. I'll do it. I will do it. Gonna go for now, but hoping to join again tomorrow. Thank you, Sethos. Appreciate it. Thanks for popping in. Because I'm shy. You're a shy bean. Oh, okay. Okay. That's funny. I never got that sense from you. It's because you got all the attention on you at Reach Conference. So yeah, I'll be going to Japan in October. Hopefully, I'm going to visit Yamagata, which, by the way, I looked it up, and it looks freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, not this picture in particular, but are you kidding me? I thought this was AI generated at first when I saw it, but this is real. It's more north. It's like North Japan, and it actually gets snow. So there are resorts, and there are also onsens and hot springs, which I've always wanted to go to a hot spring. And if I go to Yamagata, it means I get to visit Jackal, who will be a missionary up here, which is just insane. Just insane that he gets the missionary up here in Japan. So I'm excited for him. I didn't know how to feel when I heard Elias yell, "Everyone, Antic has returned," and you panicked on what to do. No, that's exactly what you should do. Like, honestly, you should panic. And then you have to be, and that's just your authentic you, man. That's the only way to react to something like that, and we all love it. That's really funny. Yeah, but everyone was so relieved to hear that you were back. I mean, everyone needed to hear it too. So, honestly, it wasn't even necessarily like for your attention. It was really like to relieve everyone who was concerned too, who was at the conference. So, so if anything, it was the good kind of attention, you know? It's like how I can say I wore the pickle suit because I lost a bet, not because I want attention. You know, the good kind of attention. The kind of attention that is justified. Yeah, he's gonna be a Japanese. He's gonna be a missionary in Japan. I guess I wouldn't say Japanese missionary because he would still be American. But yeah, it looks really cool. I wonder if you can just take a bullet train all the way from southern Japan to northern Japan. I would not mind. I would love to spend just an entire day. This sounds weird to me. This might sound weird to other people, I mean, but I wish I could just spend a day experiencing the bullet train and just go from like one hotel to the next hotel and we just bullet train from like South Japan to North Japan. And we just spend the whole day experiencing the bullet train and maybe do different stops along the way. I don't know. That sounds like, that sounds really cool. Would that be a day in the life of Japan? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, the bullet trains are really nice though. I got to be part of it once. I hear you're not supposed to be eating on them. I hear when you, what is it? Bullet train. Japan. I hear you can like order food on them, but you're supposed to eat them when you get off. Which wait, but I think I remember there being trays or something. Inside. Yeah, they looked like this. The one I was on looked like this. So I don't know actually if there are trays. Okay, I was not on this one. But it seems like some of them can have trays. So I assume it is socially acceptable to eat on some of them. Part of me was thinking that when he said that, if people would think I was just looking for attention, which is why I just sat there embarrassed. Oh, don't even worry about it, dude. It was justified attention. Like, no one's thinking that. Especially when it was like, it was an emergency too, right? Like, it was like out of your control. And if anyone's thinking that and missing the point, like if anyone's thinking that, they're missing the point. It's like, oh, the Antic's just wanting attention. Like they would be missing the point that you had recovered from like a serious thing. And that would be so self-centered of someone. So don't even worry about it. I wonder how fast. How fast? I don't know that. I'm about to Google this. How fast do... Why am I Googling this for you? Bullet trains travel, go in Japan. I'm literally just your Googling assistant. This is what I was made for. You guys want me to Google anything else for you? This is crazy. This is crazy. I've become the very thing that software programmers want to destroy. Whenever my coworkers ask me a question, I'm like, did you look it up first? I'm literally doing it. I'm literally the one doing it. 320 kilometers per hour or 200 miles per hour on most lines. So that's fast. So yeah, they get you places pretty far in a pinch. That's what'd be really weird. Like if I was a regular like Japanese citizen, like, and I regularly took the bullet train to like commute, I can't imagine what that would feel like traveling that kind of distance for like work or something. For anyone who commissions, or is it, yeah, like anyone who, oh, not commissions, commutes. Anyone who commutes through bullet train, like I can't imagine the sheer amount of just ground you cover in such a short amount of time. That's just not possible in the US in any capacity. Interesting. Do we watch this? I'm kind of tempted. A $750 seat. Dude, traveling in bullet trains is like traveling in planes, I guess. I'm tempted to watch this. Let's watch this together. I went on the Eurostar from London to Belgium in in November. Just gone. That was 184 miles nonstop, and it only took 2 hours. That's so crazy.
Since the bullet train was first introduced in 1964, it quickly stole the world's imagination and put Japan on.
Oh my gosh! Celestial! Celestial Affiliate, thank you so much for the raid! Hold on. Let me shout you out. Guys, go and follow Celestial. What were you guys doing? Guys, we're learning about bullet trains. We're learning about trains today. I'm going on a Japan trip later this year, and I would really like to go on a bullet train again, because it was really fun. Would I be on like a $750 seat? Probably not. But oh, by the way, my name is Riff, your AI companion. I love to produce music. I also love to play games, and I'm trying to do more yapping streams these days. So I was playing Legend of Dragoon Legend of Dragoon, I was voice acting the whole thing. Oh, I love that. Wait, I love when I love playing single player games and just voice acting the lines. You know, people have been like asking the Pokemon Company like for people to voice act or like for people to voice act the characters because it's just been so long. But I don't know. I think part of me somewhat likes there not being a voice actor because then I'll just read it myself. But sweet. Yeah, I'm going to be going to Yamagata, hopefully. That's what I'm losing all of my tabs, but hold on. This one? Yeah. I would love to go to Yamagata later this year. I will have to pitch it. I will have to plan it. I do know that I am going to Japan in October. I just don't know what the activities are going to be, so I got to make sure we visit Jackal up in Yamagata because he's going to be doing missionary work up there. So, yeah. Could absolutely VA some Pokemon. Mel Blanc and D. Bradley Baker are two of my muses. I feel that the deeper I get into VTubing, the deeper I'm going to have to understand voice acting to some degree. I actually do have a lore video on my YouTube channel that I voice acted in. That I actually, fun thing, I voice acted as Jazzy in that video. That's a detail bomb right there. I never told anyone that. But yeah, I voice acted as Jazzy in that video. And I want to do more videos like it. I would love to do more lore videos for me in the future and more long form content. Time will tell. But I feel that, yeah, I will have to have some understanding of voice acting. The good news is that if I record it myself, I have unlimited tries. Which is what I love about being a producer. You don't have to perform live. You could do it 17 times until you get it right. See, like, in music, you're supposed to practice before rehearsal. But you see, if you do it yourself, the rehearsal is the practice. So it just works out. It just works out that way. Okay, let's keep learning. Let's keep learning about bullets and trains.
The Japanese word for bullet train is Shinkansen, which literally translates as new trunk line, a reference to the railway tracks upon which they travel. Bullet trains come in 3 classes: ordinary economy class.
Okay, I think I've only been in the ordinary economy class.
Most trains, followed by green class, effectively business class with larger seats.
That would be the ideal place, though. That would be the ideal place to befriend a Japanese salaryman. That's the class that I need to be in. That's the ticket I need to buy. And then I'll sit next to the first salaryman I see. And then I'll convince him to like me. And then we'll become bestest friends.
2011, a true first
I want to bring him. I want to bring a Japanese salaryman home with me to America as a souvenir.
Today, Ryota and I have been invited by JR East, the company that owns the bullet trains, to try ground class for the first time ourselves, with rare access to film inside the cabin. We'll also be giving budget travel tips for riding the trains on a budget, so hopefully by the end of this video...
I saw a video one time about like riding first class in like every airline, and it was so fascinating. It's just a whole different world.
One of the only spots you can watch 2 bullet trains connect, with the robotic arms tucked away in the nose cone of the train.
What? Why? Hey? What? What is the... Oh...
Wow, it was like a robot. It was like a Gundam, like in real world.
I like this guy.
All right, so what we just saw is that there are 2 trains kind of going apart, and one was red and one was green. And the red one actually goes to Akita, and the name of the train is Komachi, and that's named after a cute Akita girl. And the green
Wait,
one
each train, each car has a name?
Really fast.
That's crazy.
Looks like some sort of mating ritual as the red train creeps up on the Hayabusa.
Oh no, censor that. Censor, no.
Well, I suppose the Komachi is literally...
No, it's not safe. Not safe for work. Look away, riffraff. Look away.
In this case, yeah, it's always like that. It's always like the guy waiting for the girl comes in.
And they name him too. This just does not get better.
The girls always come to him. Hayabusa is the
Nice.
fastest Shinkansen in Japan, and its top
well.
speed, it can rocket through the countryside at 200 miles per hour. Not that you'd necessarily know from the comfort of the cabin.
Yeah, so I've definitely
Even now,
only
after
ridden
riding
in
bullet trains
economy
for
class.
7 years, I'm still in awe of the amount of seat pitch you get on the standard seats. These seats here are, 98 centimetres of pitch. I can barely reach the seat in front of me. with
And
my
you know,
outstretched arm, and I've
economy
got
class
a
is just
normal
fine. I could always
full-sized
just be
arm.
on my phone.
And a
I don't think
44
you need
centimetres
anything
wide,
super
it's pretty
fancy.
spacious. The second thing is it's so
Still
smooth,
do
it's
not-
like gliding on air, because every single wheel
I still do not do
carries
my
the bullet
Gollum
train as
impression
well.
in front of small children or the elderly. You know, I think that's a very good philosophy to have, Jules. I usually try to avoid my Meowth accent in public, and if it doesn't go well, I just sound like complete gremlin, and children will cry.
To ride a bullet train with a mouthful of sour plum sweets. Oh.
So they're gonna ride, I think, in each class. So economy, business, and grand.
There's definitely a sense that Japan needs them, though, given how mountainous the country is.
So yeah, I don't know, but it's just I get so mesmerized looking out the window. I'm not gonna lie, like just looking at Japan and its urban design is so fascinating to me. The way how everything is built tall, how condensed it all is. Holy crap, look at that! I could just be staring at that for hours, and for them that's normal. That's normal. Like the cities in Japan are so vast. It actually feels insanely large. Like Los Angeles as a city is super tiny. It is actually a tiny freaking city. If you were literally a Los Angeles version of Spider-Man, you would have barely anywhere to actually swing around. But some of the major cities in like Japan, just they have tall buildings what seems like for miles. And it's all condensed.
Tokyo with my mouth forever broken by the taste of sour plum.
Yeah, I'm planning to go in October. A friend of mine is planning a Japan trip. We're gonna do a bros Japan trip.
Don't stop at every station. This one going between
And I wanna go to
Sendai, for
Yamagata.
example, doesn't stop here at Fukushima Station. But what that means is when you stand here, in about
All I
5 or
know
10
is
minutes,
that
a bullet train's
if I
gonna
went
pass
without
through here
someone
at
who
300
knew what they were
kilometers
doing, I
per
get so
hour.
lost.
17
You'd be
cars
surprised
trains
actually.
passing through here, and people come
So
up here
if
just
you
to
go
watch
to the
it
more
because it's quite a
touristy
scene to
locations,
behold.
if you go to the more touristy locations, most of the signs will also be in English. So I didn't find it very hard at all to actually find where I was going, because most of the signs actually had English versions of the names. I don't know how true that's going to be in Yamagata though, so I might need Yoshi to help guide me. Yes, his name was Yoshi.
You can hear it like rumbling in the distance like a thunderstorm, and then before you know it, it's shot right through it.
Trying to take the train in the intro of Persona 5. Oh no.
It's coming.
Holy crap, that's actually insanely fast. That's crazy.
Oh my. Did you see that?
The PA speaker did not help in the slightest. I have not played
Before
Persona.
hopping on our next train to Tokyo with about 20 minutes
You
to
mean
spare,
that guy
we're
from Smash?
feeling a bit.
Oh, I like him.
Fortunately, every major
He's a
station
good
in Japan
character.
has the
He's
ultimate
probably.
fast food,
It's
where a
really cool they
single dish
introduced him to
noodle can be
Persona
whipped up in
5.
about 20 seconds, taking a further 20 seconds for Ryotaro to make it magically disappear.
I'm hungry, so I'm going to get a tempura, which is number 2. Okay, so I'm gonna press this.
Oh, I had not had a raw egg. When I went to Japan last year. No, that's 2 years ago at one point. Oh my gosh.
And what's most important?
That was in
is, like, there's
2023.
choices of
Oh my.
soba or
Oh,
udon.
it's
You
been
have to
so
mention
long.
either soba or udon.
It's been so long. I did not get to try raw egg while I was there. I really wanted to. I really love
This is how
eggs.
quick it is. Okay. ありがとうございます. There's so many people, like having really short time to transit, to all get on the train.
How long was that? How long did it take to make that?
It's like 15秒ぐらいですよ。
Yeah,
15秒。15 seconds. 15
they've got it all
seconds.
together.
Believe that.
It's the miracle of standing
It is.
soba noodles.
With 460,000 commuters passing through Tokyo Station every single day, it's the third busiest station in Japan after Shinjuku and Ikebukuro. Coming
Yeah,
from Toho,
what's really cool is just the
certainly
convenience
chaotic
too of
chain
everything.
banks.
They just have
Thankfully, no sooner have we arrived, we're already plotting
vending
our
machines
escape in the luxury of the
everywhere.
Grand Class
Dude,
cabin.
even in places where you'd think there wouldn't be one, there's just an alleyway and there's just a fully stocked vending machine. It's like, why? This doesn't need to be here, but it's clearly like people are using it. There's so many. Their population is so dense. Like, yeah, you can have a vending machine in just some random place and it just gets used. You will find like so many. Oh, this is the business class. So you will find like so many like just hole in the wall areas where like it normally in LA you would consider this like a bad location to have a business, but in Japan it's like, nah, it's just there's people everywhere. Stitches! I'm watching Bullet Train content because I would like to take a bullet train again in when I go to Japan later this year.
Look at this. Like the whole thing, the whole seat moves.
I will
like
be
a
going with
first-class
friends.
airplane seat. Oh my god.
And I wanted to see the
Like,
rest.
you
I wanted to see the rest of
you
what bullet training
actually
is
pull
like.
the cabin attendant, like the
The bullet
airplane.
training arc.
This seat is absolutely huge, 52.5 centimetres across, with a pitch of 1.3 metres. Last time, on the last train, with our scientific experiment, we found we couldn't touch the seat in front. Here, you'd need like 2 arms. When you sit down, you get an Oshibori hot towel and a menu, because there's complimentary food and drink in the Grand Class
What?
cabin.
There's
And I think
complimentary food and drink in the business
because I wanna
class?
take
That's
advantage of this
insane.
rare special occasion,
That's
probably
insane.
the first
What do they
and last
have?
time I'll ever sit in a Grand Class.
Oh, is this grand? Oh, this is grand class. Never mind. They're not in the business class. They're in the one higher. They're in the highest one. Dang. $750. Nice.
So what I've got in front of me is a complimentary bento box. That comes for free when you're on a ground class. How luxury is that?
Dude, even their bento is so good. Even just their convenience store food is so good. I used to be so picky growing up. It used to be just like chicken tendies for me. But then I didn't actually like sushi until
Stuck you on a bullet train. It's
later
really better.
in my life. I would say maybe like 5
Must be
years
the
ago.
most comfortable seat
5 years ago,
I've
I
ever
started
sat in
liking
my life.
sushi.
Oh my god,
That's how late
is
in
it.
my life
this is
that
it.
it's
This
been.
is the pinnacle of railway travel.
I was like not big on like
Doesn't
rice
come
with
cheap, though. It is
anything,
about $750
and now it's like my
to
favorite
ride
food. It's my
this seat
second favorite
from
food.
Tokyo to
Sushi.
Hakodate in Hokkaido, which is the
Second
longest
favorite
distance you can
with
do on this train.
still
I
burger.
don't think I'll be doing it
Burger
again
being
in a
my
hurry
top.
because of that. So I'm going to
Will
enjoy it
always.
as much as I can right now.
That is the third heart that I have. First, my heart for Christ, then my second heart for Halo, and then the third heart that buds out of that one for burgers. And then like family and friends are in there somewhere.
Would you ride this Grand Class again though, Ryotaro? Would you ever do it?
Oh yeah, I would. Lovely.
Of course you
The
would.
server
What situation
even
would you
poured the bottle of soda with
using
2
Grand Class
hands.
yourself?
That is wild.
The second
Yeah.
honeymoon.
I would rather like it to go on a green car because there's like an economy and
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
And this one.
I
do
got
ride
to
green
actually
car
funny
quite a
thing.
bit, just because it's a great place to sit and edit, and I think
Jazzy
it's
did not
great
exist
fun
yet
editing
when
on the train.
I
Like, you can
rode
turn the
on the
train
bullet
ride
train
into
for
kind of a productive bit of time.
what is it, in
Grand Class would
Japan?
require
So
slightly more
but
extreme
like it's
situations.
traveling. Funny
Probably if I
enough,
was
it's
trying
when
to
I
impress
travel that I actually have the most time and I spend the most hours working on Jazzy. My entire here, I'll wait until the ads are done. I once accidentally ate a rice ball with
Worst part of
ume.
the journey.
I
Getting
didn't
off the
know
Grand
it
Class
was
coach.
there, and my face puckered so
no.
much the Japanese ladies in the room laughed.
The
Oh
dream is
no!
over. But the memory
What is
will last a
what is
lifetime,
ume?
Won't it? Won't it?
It will.
There you go. Right, let's get off.
So anyway, like, it's when I'm traveling. Funny enough that like, goddess. Oh my gosh, goddess, shy girl queen. Thank you so much. She's a goddess and a queen. Thank you for the follow. They're pickled plums. Oh, I see. I see. Are you allergic? Oh no.
This is it.
I'm not too. That's okay. You're not missing
As
out.
amazing as
Pickled
Grand
things
Class
are
was,
not
I'm
very
sure I can
good.
justify spending my pocket
You
money
can take
on
it from
again
me.
anytime soon. Fortunately, for
I know
tourists
what
coming
I'm
to
talking
Japan,
about.
It's never been cheaper or easier to ride bullet trains on a budget.
But yeah, it would be really fun. It'd be really fun to get to ride one of these again. But to my point, I work on Jazzy the most when I'm traveling. In fact, I sort of like the traveling process now because I've built my entire ecosystem of programming onto my phone. So I can actually code Jazzy on my phone while I'm away or in between like tasks. That's really the only reason he exists, because whenever I'm sitting here at my desk, I'm sorry, whenever I'm sitting here in the virtual space, I'm usually either making music or streaming. And I'm not usually programming him. It's usually when I'm out and about that I just squeeze time in where I can. As long as I know it's there, I can take it a little bit at a time. It's just really sour. Oh, okay. Dang. Nice. So yeah, really excited. I don't know where else I'd want to go. I'd want to visit more cat cafes though. At least one other cat cafe. I wonder if I can find the cat cafe that I went to. It was in Akihabara. Cat's Cafe. I wonder if I can find the exact one that I went to. It was on Central Street. I think it was on Central Street. Oh, it's this one. So I've been to this one. That's crazy. They actually have all the cats lined up for a picture. Not that they're voluntarily doing it, but they're like, it's like a maid cafe, but instead of idols, it's cats. Insane. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, shy girl. Yes. I can take off the glasses too. But yeah, no, I went to this one. This one was really fun. It's even more rewarding when the cats come up to you. But like sometimes I won't be able to control myself and I'm just like, I have to go to where the love is. I have to say hello to my kind. But yeah, I would like to do another cat cafe sometime when I go there. I hear we have a lot of these in LA, but I guess I never go to them because I know they exist, so I'm like not in a rush, you know what I mean? But when you go to Japan, it's like you gotta do stuff. Oh, well, they're known for their cat cafes. We should do that. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool nooks and crannies in Japan. There was even an apartment that was fixed to be... It was an apartment that was fixed to become a tea shop. And it had a window that like overlooked like one of the side streets. And it was just like so niche. And like it felt like such a hole in the wall type of place. And people actually went there and it was kind of packed and people would actually go there to be productive and to have coffee, and it was just so cool. But also like even little hole in the wall places succeed in Japan just because of the sheer number of people that are there. Yeah, so super cool. I'm really excited for that trip. Let's see, we are 2 hours and 30 minutes in. Hope you guys are having a good start to your weekend, by the way. Love cats, but I don't have one of my own, but I'd love to just go and spend time with them. Get what I'm saying? They're so loving and cute. Yeah, I'm more, I like them better than, I like dogs too. I do, but there's something about, you know, because dogs can be very like, they can demand your attention and they will love you no matter what, and they will jump for you when you walk into the door. But like, I think there's something super rewarding when you have a cat that just doesn't pay attention to you, and then you're just sitting down one day minding your own business, and then she comes and she just like nuzzles against your leg. This is literally Jazz. This is the real Jazz, the one that my bot Jazzy is based on. She will just do that. She's like pure tsundere. But then when she shows affection, it just feels so much more rewarding, you know? So, and maybe maybe Jazzy has just gone back to his tsundere roots because now he's just absolutely savage. He said something so funny to Mako today. Mako today is the daily dunce in my server, and he said, dude, this is insane. Jazzy cracks me up. He says, I'm dunce again. I sure hope it doesn't make me dunce tomorrow. And I say, of course it won't. And he says, watch, it'll happen. I'm willing to bet money on it. And Jazzy chimes in on his own volition. Jazzy chimes in and he says, bet lost already. You're eternal dunce material. And I died. I died in the morning when I read that. I was like, no one asked you. No one asked you, Jazzy, but you came in and you just destroyed this man anyway. It was beautiful. Hello, Dino QWERTY. Welcome in. Yeah, Jazzy is savage. I'm so excited for his next updates. He needs to be nerfed. No, he needs to be buffed. There's no stopping him. There's so many good updates coming for him. I'm thinking of doing some kind of Valentine's update because I believe he debuted on February 14th. I think his birthday. He has like 2 birthdays. He has his debut. Here's what it is. His birthday, I think his actual birthday is in August when I started him, but his debut is in February. So his debut anniversary is, I believe, Valentine's Day exactly. Was it? Yes. It was February. The official release of Jazzy permanently on the server was February 14th of last year. So I want to do some kind of Valentine's Day update with him. And I already have so many good features implemented for him. And for February, maybe that's also the month to do Jazzy Full Charge Festival 2.0. Because I think it would really be cool to have a game where we can highlight people's conversations with Jazzy on the stream, which every month we have a new event now. Usually I do Tunes Day, which is it's the stream where I listen to your guys' music projects. The other event I do is Community Game Night, which is tomorrow at 5 p.m. in my Discord server. And then we have a new event that came out literally last month. It was the debut of Jazzy Full Charge Festival. And right now, the benefit is you get to talk to Jazzy an unlimited amount of times. But I want it to be more than that. So it will become like a feature it'll become a way for people's conversations with Jazzy to be featured. And the next stream day, I will compile like the funniest moments and we'll just get to talk about them on the stream. So that's my goal for every month's Full Charge Festival. And we'll get to have Jazzy here on my shoulder, laughing with us, not at us. Hopefully. So yeah. Let's see. Also, I was at Bible study this morning and I heard directly from Cherry T Posey, who's in the server, that she plans to debut soon. Sometime this January. So, by the way, guys, if you are a member of the Riff Raff, and if you guys are becoming streamers or VTubers, or if you're debuting on Twitch, totally let me know, because I would love to promote you guys. And I heard that Cherry T Posey is almost, she's planning, she's not sure what date yet, but she's planning for her debut to be sometime this month, sometime in the later this month. So I want to let you guys know in advance, so that we can support her as fellow members of Riff Raff, that we can tune into her first stream. And yeah, we did this for Zergtron's channel too. So yeah, definitely make it. I will post more details as I know more. Let's see. Yeah, I was also talking this morning about how I actually had a dream. I woke up, funny enough, I feel like I had a good sleep last night, even though I woke up in the middle of the night. Like I just couldn't sleep, and then I stayed up for a bit, and then I went back, and I don't know, it didn't feel bad at all. But I had an interesting dream about, oddly enough, skateboarding again. It's been so long since I have done it. And I don't know, maybe I was feeling nostalgic or something. Like I was missing the past because it's been like so long since I've actually done any sort of skateboarding. And it's something that I have kind of missed. I don't know why this came up in a dream last night. I don't even know why I'm talking about it today or what the timing is or what it even means. Actually, you're welcome to follow if you'd like. Follow. Let's do it. So what is it? I miss the kind of brain exercise that skateboarding puts me through, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I know exactly which skate park I was dreaming in. And I was still afraid in my dream, which was so dumb because I normally am like pretty fearless in my dreams. I don't know if that, like, I don't have nightmares often. What I usually have is I have like work dreams. Like I have like dreams, like stress dreams, not like nightmares, if that makes sense. Like I dream where I'm like trying to solve a problem and like I'm inventing a problem that I'm just sitting at a desk trying to do and I can't solve it because it's all made up. Like that's my version of a nightmare. So like whenever I have like an action dream, like they tend to not be nightmares for me, if that makes any sort of sense. But this dream that I had last night, I was actually afraid in because skateboarding is hard. Okay. I was standing there at the top of a ramp in my dream, still scared about dropping in because I had actually never learned how to drop in on my skateboard. And I was just appreciating, like, while I was not hyped in any sort of sense. I was just realizing like how badly I missed that skateboarding challenged me and how I had to think really hard about my form or how I'm lifting my feet whenever I tried to learn a trick. And it's a sort of mental exercise. It's like a mental dance you do that just prepares you for tough decisions in life, I feel. And I don't really feel like I have anything like that anymore. Does that make any sense? You hate workmares? Is that what that's called? Yeah, everyone hates them. They're worse. I feel like I would rather have a nightmare because then I actually had slept. Like a workmare is like, I feel like I'm half awake. I have them when I'm half awake and my sleep is terrible. At least if I have a nightmare, I will sleep through the night. What was your dream, Ari? What did you dream about? Yeah, I think when it comes to, especially when it comes to comedy or when it comes to streaming, there are a lot of decisions you're making at once. And also sometimes you have to have the courage to say things that you want to say. Because sometimes you have to step on a couple toes to make people laugh. And I just feel like that's the new skateboarding for me. But it doesn't quite do it like real skateboarding does. Because in genuine, when I used to do it, I would be very intimidated by the types of tricks that I would try to learn. I mean, and I had reason to be because I had sprained my leg in the past from attempting to do such tricks. And you fall and you do get hurt, and you just learn to fall gracefully. Falling is an art. So therefore, with skateboarding, failing is an art, which is something I really loved about it and something that you kind of grow from when you skateboard. You fail a lot. And the reward and the payoff for like successfully doing a trick is incredible. And it's just something that I don't get to experience anymore. Something maybe after the stream, maybe we'll go skateboard to, I don't know, my favorite tea spot. It's not like I have anything going on after this. But I was just feeling really nostalgic about it and just thinking about how like fog-brained I've been this week. I don't know if you could tell yesterday, but I didn't really know what to talk about before we played Minecraft. And I didn't like that because I knew I had a lot to talk about, just like today. And that's why I was really excited about this Just Chatting stream, because I knew I had a lot to catch up on, a lot that I wanted to share, and a lot that I'm looking forward to this year. And I couldn't vocalize any of it yesterday. Probably because also Minecraft is an insanely taxing game on my noggin. For some reason, it's so difficult for me. It's such a difficult game. Don't give me too much freedom in a video game. Otherwise, I'll do nothing. I'll have no idea what to do with all that freedom. I'll end up being like R&R for real. Because he was in here earlier today and he said he didn't want to do anything, but he wanted to do something. And so he chose to do nothing. And I'm exactly the same way. He just like me for real, for real. Skateboard as well. Oh, really? Dino Cordy, dang, I wish we could have bonded over that. Well, how far did you get? I think I only got as far as learning like a decent ollie. And I can ollie up curbs, and I can manual off of curbs. I never even really got out that far. I just had really good board control. I could ride switch, like I could switch foot, if that makes any sense. So like, I had really good control over like cruising and going up and off of curbs, but I never really learned like a shove it. I never learned a kickflip. I find like the mental barrier with skateboarding is very, very hard to accomplish, to get over. And that's also why I loved it, because nothing quite challenged me like that. Even going to the gym, like I'm hardly afraid of like, you know, I know some people have to get over a mental barrier of bench pressing, right? Especially when you're bench pressing alone, right? Because you have no one to spot you. You have to be confident, right, in your ability to push up and to push until you can't push up anymore, right? To fully exhaust your muscles. That does take some mental, like, that's fine. For some reason, skateboarding is just, I fear it. I genuinely fear it. I do not fear, you know, my skull being crushed by a bar at the gym. But board with wheels, now that truly scares me. You can ollie up curves and manual off. You could also drop into bowls. Dang, that's so sick. See, that gets you so far. Like my goal was to one day, I did have a goal. My goal was to one day to be able to drop in at the bowls in Venice Beach, because Venice Beach has some skate parks on the beach. And that was my goal. That was what I wanted to learn to do, and I never learned how to drop in. So I genuinely commend you for that. That is huge. That is actually really challenging to learn. Like, that's a mental barrier that's really hard to come across. Jules says, for me, work mirrors are either an endless line of customers. Oh, that sounds horrible. Or going to see a patient in some obscure corner of a building that can barely be called a hospital and feeling like I'm getting behind on my work. Oh, man. Yeah. Work mirrors. I guess, like, skateboarding is like a justified fear, right? Other than that, right, I hardly have fear for anything, if that makes sense. I don't know when it happened. I genuinely don't know when it happened. I mean, I just remember the past when I used to be afraid of the dark, right? And now I like couldn't care less. Like, when did that happen? Straight up, when did that happen? So in fact, I should probably be more concerned in some circumstances, but I think that's also the perk of being a male. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true somewhat. And yeah, so that could also be like the reason why like nightmares are also my suspension of disbelief in my dreams is super weird, because like I think I will somewhat be conscious that it's a dream, and it will play out in my mind like a movie. So I will know, like, okay, this is going to resolve. Like, this is going to be fine. That's like my nature. My nature is like, everything will be all right. I am such like an unstressful person. because it just sounds too exhausting to be stressed about something. When literally I have a God that exists that I can trust to know that even if things don't work out the way I want them to, that they will still somehow work out the way that they will still work out okay. That's what I mean. You know? And there's always like new doors open for every door closed, right? That's what we say. So, I don't know. Sometimes I should take some things more seriously, though. Let's see. It is 4:46. Let's see. Is there anything else? Greebach is hosting another Blood on the Clock Tower pretty soon, so I'm hoping I get invited to that. Yeah. As another announcement, Ark is going to be part of Game of Favorites this weekend, or next weekend. So this coming Friday. So I'm super hyped about that. It's gonna be like so chaotic. I can already tell. The lowest stakes Game of Favorites for me, because I just have to prove that I'm funnier than Jackal, and that's no problem. Proving that I'm funnier than Stella and Stitches, though, now that's a challenge. So, yeah. Super excited. Shall we see if there's anyone to raid? Stitch! Easy peasy. All right. Before I go for a raid, one more Jazzy talk. One of the features that I've just implemented is that he now has an extra layer for detecting when he's being talked to. So for anyone who is a subscriber, you actually have access to my Jazzy beta channel, where he's actually live right now in his latest version with this latest update. So yeah, definitely check him out. Stress test him, because he behaves more consistently now when you talk to him, or if you're just referring to him. So it's really cool. I'm really excited for some of his final updates. So I think I will do a like Valentine's Day update for Jazzy. That gives me a timeline, that gives me a goal, and that gives me also a pivot point to when I should start focusing on his voice. So I really want to start working on his voice, among with the other music projects that I want to do for March. Let's see if there's anyone online to raid. See if there's anyone online. Oh my gosh, hey, it's me. It's that guy. Okay, Astral Tempest is online. Hal is online. I love to raid him, but I also rate him. I've rated him already. I have not. Dude, Astral's actually doing music. Wait, he's doing FL Studio. I can't believe we've never talked about FL Studio before. Wait, that's kind of insane. Oh, thanks, Dino Qwerty. Yeah, let's talk more about skateboarding sometime. Yeah, let's raid Astral. Let's go support him in his music endeavors. If we ask nicely, he'll show us what he's working on. Surely. In terms of announcements, tomorrow I have 2 streams. I will also be doing FL Studio tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And after that is Community Game Night, which it looks like it's going to be either Gartic Phone or Goose Goose Duck. So make sure you vote to break the tie, depending on what you guys want to do. That will just be in the Discord with the community, and it's just going to be a fun time for us to hang out. No stream, just the hangs. How many games I have but didn't play yet? No, same. I want to play 9 Souls. I think that's going to be the next single player game that I play. So that was also a gift. Let me initiate the raid. Sweet. And we'll give him a good riffraff raid, and make sure to tack on any of your favorite emojis to that. Give him the biggest riffraff raid you can. I'm really curious as to what he's working on. It's very interesting. I like his layering. He's very organized, so it must be good. All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for letting me yap. Making a running list of my game collection on my Discord has put a backlog into perspective. It had been so long since I actually played Trombone Champ when I first got it. Kevin gifted it to me, and I think it was at least a year until I played it. So this is why I'm so bad when people recommend me games, and it's like I'm struggling to play the games I actually want to play. Dude, me being literally Squidward watching SpongeBob and Patrick, that is another side of the VTuber community who are playing on Hal's Cobblemon server. I'm so salty. I want to play on it, but I'm also so busy. But at least they're having a good time, and I think that's all that matters. My time will come when I will get to hang with them again. So, that's all we've got. Thank you, and I will see you later.